Have you ever wondered if God is speaking to you right now, but you are simply too surrounded by noise to hear? Think about your own life for a moment. From the moment you wake up, there is sound everywhere. Your phone is filled with notifications. People are talking. Messages are arriving. Responsibilities are waiting. Your mind is already thinking about yesterday, worrying about tomorrow, and trying to control what will happen next. And then, when the world finally becomes quiet at night, you discover something surprising. The noise has not stopped. It has simply moved inside you. You close your eyes, but your thoughts continue. You try to relax, but memories return. You try to pray, but your mind wanders. And somewhere deep within, you may feel a quiet longing for something you cannot quite explain. A longing for peace. A longing for guidance. A longing to feel that there is something greater holding you, even when life feels uncertain. Paramahansa Yogananda taught that beneath the changing sounds of this physical world, there is a deeper spiritual reality that can be approached through inner stillness and meditation. In the yogic tradition, this sacred vibration is represented by the sound Om or Aum. It is not simply a word to pronounce, and it is not merely a sound used during meditation. Om points toward the cosmic vibration, the sacred presence underlying creation. Imagine standing beside a powerful waterfall. At first, all you hear is the overwhelming roar of the water. But when you move away, become still, and listen carefully, you begin to notice sounds that were hidden beneath the noise. In the same way, perhaps the divine has never stopped speaking. Perhaps the real question is not, where is God? Perhaps the real question is, have I become quiet enough to listen? Today, let us explore what Om means, why Yogananda connected it with the divine presence, and what this ancient teaching could reveal about the deepest silence within you. The hidden problem is that we have become so comfortable with external noise that we have forgotten how to recognize inner silence. Imagine a woman named Maya who wakes up every morning and immediately reaches for her phone. Before her feet even touch the floor, she is checking messages, notifications, emails, and social media. Then she spends the day surrounded by conversations, deadlines, traffic, and responsibilities. At night, she finally lies down, hoping to feel peaceful, but something strange happens. The room is quiet, yet her mind is louder than ever. She remembers an old argument, worries about tomorrow, compares her life with someone else, and begins thinking about problems that have not even happened. She asks herself, why can't I feel peaceful when everything around me is finally quiet? This is the hidden problem many of us carry. We think we need more entertainment, more information, more achievements, or more answers. But perhaps what we truly need is the ability to become still. In the teachings inspired by Yogananda, spiritual awareness begins when we gradually turn our attention away from constant outer stimulation and toward the deeper world within. The divine may not always come through something dramatic. Sometimes, the first step is simply learning to become quiet enough to listen. Why does it feel so difficult to become silent within? Because the human mind is constantly receiving impressions from the world around us. Every conversation, every worry, every desire, every memory, and every fear leaves an impression. When we finally sit down to meditate, we may expect immediate peace, but instead we suddenly notice how busy the mind has always been. This does not mean meditation is failing. It may actually mean that we are beginning to see ourselves more clearly. In yogic wisdom, Om is not simply a sound that we repeat with the lips. It points toward a deeper spiritual vibration and reminds the seeker to become aware of the consciousness behind the changing thoughts of the mind. Imagine a glass filled with muddy water. If you keep shaking the glass, the water remains cloudy. But if you place it down and allow it to become completely still, the mud slowly settles and the water becomes clear. Our consciousness can be similar. Constant stimulation keeps the mind disturbed, while meditation gives it an opportunity to settle naturally. As thoughts become quieter, our awareness can become more subtle. This is why the practice of Om is not about forcing a mystical experience. It is about becoming still, attentive, and receptive. The more peacefully we listen, the more deeply we may begin to understand ourselves and the spiritual presence within. Now we come to an even deeper question. Why does one person find it easy to sit quietly, while another person feels restless the moment they close their eyes? In yogic wisdom, this can be understood through karma and our inner patterns. Karma is not simply punishment for something we did in the past. It can also be understood as the momentum created by our repeated thoughts, choices, desires, and actions. Imagine a river that has been flowing in the same direction for many years. You cannot suddenly tell the river to change its course and expect it to happen instantly. The human mind can work in a similar way. If we have spent years feeding fear, anger, attachment, comparison, or worry, these tendencies can continue moving automatically. This is why, when you begin meditation, forgotten memories may suddenly appear, old emotions may return, or unexpected thoughts may rise to the surface. You may wonder, why is my mind doing this? But perhaps meditation did not create the disturbance. It simply revealed what was already there. This is where the spiritual journey becomes powerful. Instead of running away from our patterns, we begin observing them with awareness. Slowly, we learn that we are not every thought that enters our mind. We can pause, breathe, and choose a wiser response. In this way, karma becomes an opportunity for growth, and inner awareness becomes the beginning of freedom. As your inner awareness begins to deepen, you may notice small changes in the way you experience everyday life. Spiritual awakening does not always arrive through visions, extraordinary experiences, or dramatic signs. Sometimes, it appears quietly in ordinary moments. Perhaps you begin enjoying a few minutes of silence instead of constantly reaching for your phone. You may notice that you no longer need to fill every empty moment with entertainment or conversation. Another sign can be the way you respond to difficult people. Someone may criticize you, and instead of immediately becoming angry, you pause and breathe before answering. That small pause can reveal a great change within you. You may also notice greater compassion. When someone behaves badly, you begin wondering what pain or struggle they might be carrying instead of judging them immediately. Sometimes, you may naturally become more aware of your breath, especially during stressful situations. You breathe slowly, become present, and remember to return to yourself. You may also feel a gentle attraction toward meditation, prayer, or simply sitting quietly without needing anything from the moment. These experiences can become invitations to go deeper. But remember, do not become obsessed with hearing a mystical sound or experiencing something extraordinary. The purpose of spiritual practice is not to collect unusual experiences. It is to become calmer, wiser, kinder, more compassionate, and more conscious in the way you live each day. So how can we respond wisely and begin creating more inner stillness in our lives? You do not need to escape from the world or travel to a distant mountain. Begin with something simple. Find a quiet place for a few minutes each day, sit comfortably, close your eyes, and allow your breathing to become natural. Do not fight your thoughts. If a thought appears, simply notice it and let it pass. Then gently bring your attention back to the breath. If you feel comfortable, you can softly repeat the sacred sound Om, allowing the vibration to become calm and natural. Do not force yourself to hear something mysterious, and do not become disappointed if nothing unusual happens. The purpose is not to chase an experience. The purpose is to become still enough to observe your own consciousness. After repeating Om, sit quietly for a few moments and simply listen. Over time, this practice can change the way you respond to ordinary situations. When someone makes you angry, pause before reacting. When fear appears, breathe before making a decision. When life becomes overwhelming, return to the quiet awareness you practiced in meditation. This is how spiritual practice becomes real. Om is not only something you experience while sitting with closed eyes. It can become a reminder to carry peace into your relationships, your work, your decisions, and every difficult moment of your life. Now we come to the deepest lesson of all. When Yogananda spoke about Om and the inner spiritual experience, the purpose was not simply to make us chase a mysterious sound. The deeper invitation was to become inwardly receptive to the divine. We spend so much of our lives asking God for answers. We ask, show me what to do. Give me a sign. Change this situation. Tell me where I should go. But perhaps there is another, more powerful prayer: God, make me still enough to understand. That prayer changes everything. Because sometimes, the divine does not need to shout. Sometimes, we simply need to become quiet enough to recognize what is already present within us. Imagine an old man sitting beside a peaceful lake every morning. One day, a young man asks him, "What are you doing here?" The old man simply replies, "I am listening." The young man looks around and asks, "Listening to what?" The old man smiles and says, "To the silence." Perhaps this is the secret of Om. It reminds us that beneath the changing sounds of life, there is a deeper stillness. Behind our fear, there is courage. Behind our confusion, there can be clarity. Behind our loneliness, there can be a sense of divine presence. The real awakening begins when we stop searching outside ourselves for every answer and learn to listen deeply within. As we come to the end of this journey, take a moment and become completely still. Let everything you have heard today settle gently within you. Perhaps the greatest message of Om is not that you must search for a supernatural experience, but that you must learn to become quiet enough to recognize the deeper peace that already exists within. Life will continue to make noise. People will disappoint you. Plans will change. Difficult days will come. There will be moments when you feel confused, worried, or completely alone. But you can always return to the breath. You can return to silence. You can close your eyes, gently remember Om, and remind yourself that your deepest peace does not have to depend entirely on what is happening around you. And now I want to leave you with one simple question. If you could sit in complete silence for just a few minutes and ask your soul one question, what would you ask? Take a moment and think about it. Then share your answer in the comments. You can simply write, "I am learning to listen within," or share the question that is currently living inside your heart. Your comment may seem small to you, but someone reading it may feel that they are not alone in their spiritual journey. And if this video brought you even a little peace, clarity, or inspiration, gently consider subscribing to the channel. Here, we explore spiritual wisdom, meditation, inner awakening, karma, consciousness, and the deeper teachings inspired by Paramahansa Yogananda. If you know someone who is searching for peace or going through a difficult time, you can also share this video with them. And before you leave, tell us one more thing in the comments. What would you like to hear in our next video? Would you like to explore the third eye, Kriya Yoga, dreams and their spiritual meaning, karma from past lives, meditation, life after death, or another teaching of Yogananda? Write your topic below. Your suggestion could become the subject of our next journey together. Until then, stay peaceful, stay aware, and keep listening within. May your heart become lighter, your mind become calmer, and your spiritual path become clearer. Jai Guru Dev.